guys. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you guys all being here today. I hope I'm live. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me. As you see, I am going solo today. Ron had to take Andrew to a Special Olympics basketball practice. So we kind of debated whether we were going to cancel, reschedule, or what have you, but I figure just go with the flow. I don't have anything planned for today, but we'll just kind of go with the flow and chat. So if you guys can let me know if you can hear me, I would appreciate it. Let's see, we already have a few people here. Welcome in, Quality Childcare One. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a great December. I'm like, December is just flying by, Yeah, not even prepared for the holidays. Like, let me know if you guys are prepared for the holidays. But yeah, so December is flying by. We're 13 days away from Christmas. But let's see who else is here in the chat. Welcome in, Liam. Thanks for being here. On the Go with YOLO, welcome in, and thank you so much for being a channel member. Quality Chucker says, thanks for sharing your honest opinions. I'm a solo cruiser who loves to cruise. I leave Friday for NCL. Well, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for that positive comment. Hope you have a really good time on NCL. I've only been on one NCL cruise. Hoping to get on more of them for next year, but hope you enjoy. Which ship are you getting on? I know the Viva just set sail a couple weeks ago here in the US, so whichever ship, I'm sure you're going to have a great time, but thank you so much. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Thank you so much. Gloria Jackson, welcome in, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate you being here. Stay with Kay, that's a new name. Welcome to our channel. I'll have to check you out as well. Stay with Kay. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me. Yolanda Jackson, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And there's another name there. I can't read. I don't know which language that is, but thank you for being here, and thanks for letting me know that you can hear me just fine. Denisha Austin, welcome in. Hello. Team Reese Travels, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a channel member. Quality Childcare, you couldn't hear me. Everyone else, I'm assuming you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. But welcome in, everyone. We have some people watching in on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, welcome in. Thanks for letting me know. Welcome in, Maria. I see that you're letting me know you can hear me. Tony, thank you so much. Bernice, how are you doing? We appreciate you guys tuning in from Facebook. One day here soon, I'm going to go live from TikTok. I'm going to just surprise you guys from TikTok and from Instagram. I've just been a little bit nervous about it because I feel like the YouTube vibe, the Facebook vibe is a lot different than TikTok. Instagram's pretty okay, but I do have to go live soon from both of those platforms. So one day soon you'll catch me live. But I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, we're approaching the holidays. Are you guys ready for the holidays? I know I'm not. And if you guys didn't know, if you didn't catch it, I wound up canceling a cruise this week. So right now I should actually be in the Dominican Republic somewhere. But I canceled my Virgin Voyages. If you guys didn't know, I was cruising on Valiant Lady for a 6-day cruise. I was going solo. And I don't know, it was like, I'll be honest, when I first booked the cruise, I debated booking it. If you guys follow us, you know that I had an experience with Virgin Voyages back in last December, and I really wasn't my vibe, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to try them again, but then I had the opportunity to come up to give them another try, and I just wasn't 100% about it. And then just having gotten off our 8-day Thanksgiving cruise, the 3-day Celebrity Ascent, I was feeling exhausted. I was just feeling like I'm not prepared for the holidays. I know the family, they don't like when I'm away without them for long periods of time. And 6 days, that would be the longest besides the European cruise that I've been away from the family. And it just going back and forth with it, and then thinking about by the time I get home, I'm rushing to make sure that I have Christmas presents wrapped and things prepared for the holidays. And then to prepare to leave, because you guys know there's a lot of preparation before you leave. Like I have to prepare meals and make sure the kids have things that they need for school. And yeah, it just kind of worked out that, you know, I just gonna chill. So I did cancel that cruise. I'm able to reschedule it for next year. So that will happen next year, just not right now. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I don't know. Go ahead, Jo Marie.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is the last cruise for 2023 or if Celebrity Ascent was. We'll have to play by ear. I've been kind of checking to see if there's anything that pops up available for the family for the holidays. Guys, these last minute bookings, I'm telling you, like Carnival have like maybe 3 or 4 sailings available for the holidays. Everything is sold out. So if you're looking for last minute deals, I've had a lot of clients reaching out for last minute Christmas cruises. Guys, they don't exist. Like it's pretty crazy. But I don't know. Celebrity Ascent might have been our last cruise for 2023, but we'll see. Let's see, who else do we have here? Patricia Patrick, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Is the new Margaritaville at Sea Islander worth a try? Greetings from Chesapeake, Virginia. Enjoy the content. Thank you so much for that. Margaritaville at Sea. Now, I can't really speak to that because I have yet to get on Margaritaville at Sea. And oh, what is that bubble? Did you guys see that? There was a thumbs up. I don't know where that came from. I have not tried Margaritaville at Sea yet, but I have some fellow content creator friends that have. I've had a couple clients to cruise on Margaritaville at Sea, and I'm getting mixed reviews, mixed experiences about it. So I don't know whether the Margaritaville at Sea Islander is worth a try. I think any cruise line is worth a try. What I like, and from what I've heard about this new ship, is that it's going to offer longer itineraries. So for that reason, I would say give it a go, give it a try. And they're operating, I think, 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 night cruises, which is very different from Margaritaville at Sea. So yeah, go for it. See what happens. And I think they're scheduled for maybe June to start up those itineraries. So Charlene, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And thanks for being a channel member. Parker's on the Go. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you guys have not checked out Parker's on the Go, they have a lot of Celebrity Ascent content rolling out as well. I was checking out your cabin tour of is it Aqua Suite? That was amazing. So it's kind of cool that you were able to get that access. I had to kind of slide through a door to get to get some access, but we got a little bit of the retreat. But guys, check out Parker's on the Go. On the Go with Yola says family time, holiday time. Yeah. And, in hindsight, I really should not have booked that long of a cruise in December, this close to Christmas. So really, it was my fault. I probably should not have booked that. But, you live and you learn. And I know for next year, I won't do the same thing. If I do a cruise around the holidays, it probably would be like a short 3 or 4 days. I think 6 days is long. And I think I was dreading more so 6 days on a cruise line that I didn't care for. So I was nervous that I was going to be bored. I heard that the internet was not working very well in Valiant Lady. I've been extremely swamped lately with cruise quotes and people trying to get booked for 2024. So I was a little nervous about getting there, not being able to connect. And so, things happen for a reason. And on top of that, the family has been really sick. When we got back from Carnival Magic, Ron got sick right after, actually, while I was on Celebrity Ascent. He was really sick. I believe he had the flu and he was out for about 6 days. And then Drew got sick, then Jill Marie got sick, and Dice got sick. I'm the only one that has it. And I have a very weak immune system, so I'm surprised that I haven't gotten sick yet. So I was also nervous that if I got on board, that maybe whatever they had was eventually going to catch up with me and I was going to be sick on board, and I didn't want that. So let's see here. Who else do we have here? Charlene, Liam says, at least you didn't lose your money. Yes. Yeah, that was, and it wasn't a whole lot. I'll be very honest, guys. I did have an access key for Virgin Voyages. And guys, anytime that I get sponsored or if I get access keys or free cruises or whatever, you guys will always know because it will say that it's a paid partnership or that, so yeah, so I was only out like taxes and fees and then whatever excursions, but all of that will be refunded back to me. Let's see. Thea Wilson, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Miss Bree Brizzle, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. Let me go here to Facebook real quick. Welcome in, Adrian and Athena. Welcome in. How are you and Octavius? Tell them I said hello. We have Sheila Wallace from Texas. Says, love watching you and your family. Thank you so much. Marie says you need an assistant. I really do think I need one. I'm going to have to, not even really an assistant because I like to manage my own things as much as I can. But I do think that I'm going to probably have to hire here in 2024, because just trying to manage creating content and manage bookings and quotes and trying to travel and the family, and it's getting to be a lot. I'm so thankful though that I have the ability to no longer go to school and I'm able to stay home and work and travel as much as I do. So I'm very, very thankful for it, because it is exhausting. Like, I'm literally in front of the device 90% of the day. And that's part of the job that I don't like. And I'm actually going to be sharing a video here in the next week or two about my journey over the last almost 6 months since I left school to be a full-time travel advisor, business owner, content creator, traveler. So I'll be sharing more information with that. But it's fun, but it's exhausting. Cruising Capers, thanks for being here. Hey, there's Switch from Facebook. Couldn't hear you. Oh, I hope you guys on Facebook can hear me now. All right, looks like it's good on Facebook. Well, we'll see. But thanks for joining in here on YouTube. Let's see here. Tina says, hey, I'm glad I'm finally on a live. Thanks for being here, Tina. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, I'm solo tonight because Ron had to take Andrew to Special Olympics basketball practice. It is basketball season. So he had practice. So we were debating whether we were going to cancel. I said, I'll just get on and go live. I don't really have anything to discuss. So if you have cruise questions, anything you want to chat about Celebrity Ascent, feel free to, shoot those questions in the chat. And if you aren't already subscribed to our channel, we do have a goal to hit 12,250 before January 1st. No, was it 12,250 or 12,500? Let's go for 12,500. So I think right now we're almost at 12,100. Let's see what we can do. So if you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Double check that you're subscribed, because I've been getting a lot of people lately tell me that they were subscribed and they're no longer subscribed. And I'm talking about people that, watch all of our vlogs, that comment, and YouTube just does these things where they start unsubscribing people. So please double check and make sure you're subscribed. Share our channel out and get others to subscribe. But yeah, that's our goal, 12,500 before January 1st. Who else do we have here? Parker's on the Go said, I'd try it. I had a good time. Yeah, guys, check out Parker's on the Go. They went to Margaritaville at sea and had a really good time. So yeah, I would say give it a try. We might actually give it a try. We'll see. Antoinette Fun, thanks for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Liam's is speaking to Parker on the Go. Welcome in, Denise. I appreciate you being here as well. Good evening to you. And let's see where everyone's just speaking. Oh, went too fast on the chat. Welcome in, Kaya. Thanks for being here. I hope that you are doing well. You've been in my thoughts and prayers, but hope you're doing well. Just Kaya TV and everyone speaking. Carolyn, welcome in. Don't they have a new ship coming out in 2024? I think it's the Brilliant Lady. Yes. Virgin Voyages has a new ship coming out. It was actually delayed. Is it Brilliant Lady, I think? Yeah, Brilliant Lady was delayed. I had a couple clients booked on it. But it is scheduled, I think, maybe late next year. I'm not sure though. I don't sell a whole lot of Virgin Voyages. It's not my primary. I do sell Virgin Voyages, but I probably maybe 10% or less of my bookings are Virgin Voyages. And I think that's because it's not my cup of tea. Parker's on the Go says, it was a good call. I was sick the whole Viva cruise. It was not fun. But yeah, I did hear that. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, that's no fun. And Ron had it pretty bad. And we had just got our flu shots before we got on Carnival Magic. But you guys know the shots don't help you. They just kind of help with some of your symptoms. But he was pretty bad. Mom.travels, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Glad to be on the live. Thanks for being here. I'm just reading through some of these comments. Tina says, I have a question because you and your sis made me want to do a cruise on Ascent. So I went on the website, but they only had 6 and 7 days or longer. And I only want just like maybe a 4-day. Do you know if they have them? They do not right now for Celebrity Ascent. It is operating the longer cruises. I don't know what will happen beyond like 2026 if they'll eventually. A lot of times the newer ships, they tend to run the longer itineraries because those longer itineraries can go to nicer not gonna say nicer. They go to different ports. If you're a person that does like shorter cruises, you tend to go to the same ports. You go to Nassau, you go to Cozumel, you go to Key West, but if you're on a ship that operates 7 nights or longer, you'll get different ports like St. Croix or I don't know, Dominica. You'll get different ports. So a lot of times those newer ships will operate the longer cruises for a period of time. I don't know if they will have shorter cruises, but yeah. And that's the case. I want to say, and there's some travel advisors in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that's the case for all of the Edge class ships at this time. So I am looking at booking another Edge class ship. Actually, I'm already booked on an Edge class ship. I'm not going to share that yet, but I am looking to book one of the smaller Celebrity cruises just to kind of compare. So I'm looking at like Celebrity Summit. I think it was Celebrity Millennium. I'm looking to book some of those for the spring to give a good comparison to see, are those older, smaller ships as luxurious as Celebrity Ascent? But guys, Celebrity Ascent, if you didn't check out our series, it's finished. It was a 3-day cruise, so it was 3 parts. I did release a full review this evening. So that is up on the channel. If you have questions about Celebrity Ascent, drop a comment there. But check it out. We will start rolling out Carnival Magic on Friday. So Friday, our new series will start, and it will be Carnival Magic from Thanksgiving. That was an 8-day cruise. So that series is going to probably take a couple of weeks to get through. And then I think we're done for 2023. But we have some cruises. Coming up in 2024, and I'll go ahead and just announce, I think I've already shared this before, but starting in January, Ron and I will be on board MSC Seashore for just a quick 2-day cruise. It's very hard for us to get away from the kids for an extended period because they have no living grandparents. And so we'll be gone just 2 days, MSC Seashore, just to give it a test run because we have a group cruise scheduled for July, which if you want to get booked on our group cruise, we do have some cabins that have become available. Feel free to reach out to me and we can get you booked on MSC Seashore for July 4th through the 7th. So we're starting off with MSC Seashore, and then we are going to, I got to think about it, guys. I don't have my app in front of me. MSC Seashore. Then Icon of the Seas. I will be on board Icon of the Seas with my sister Regina for the preview sailing before the official inaugural cruise. So you'll have some Icon of the Seas content coming. There's another cruise for January that I can't think of. And then in February, I will be on board Allure of the Seas with Autism on the Seas. So that'll be a different vlog because I won't be actually vlogging day to day. I will share some aspects of Autism on the Seas, but I will actually be working and supporting a family during this Autism on the Seas sailing. And then there's some other cruises coming. So that's kind of what to expect in January. But there's something else in January that I'm not thinking of, and it'll come to me in a little bit. But yeah, so Tina, unfortunately right now, Celebrity Ascent is not operating shorter cruises. Going back to Facebook, Tony says, I'll be on the Magic in February. Again, thanks for all the information. You are very welcome. Guys, Carnival Magic, I actually really liked it. I think it might be in the top 3 of Carnival ships for me. I really had a really good time. We all did on Carnival Magic. And that was our longest cruise for the family. It was 8 days. We went to Aruba, Curacao, Princess Cays, and Grand Turk. So we had ports. We have different... there's a lot of different content coming from that series. We were very honored to have received for that sailing. We had 3 different sponsors for that series. So if you haven't been following us on social media, I have shared information about the Grove Water Park and Resort. They hosted us for a 2-night stay before our cruise. And then we also worked with Irie Tours there in Curacao. So they sponsored or hosted our excursion there. And then we also worked with Resort for a Day. And that was some news that I was going to share with you guys. So if you guys don't know, Resort for a Day, they offer day passes for cruisers. So if you're in pretty much most Caribbean ports, you can go to resortforaday.com and then they'll have different resorts that you can purchase a day pass. So if you don't want to go on an official excursion, you just want to go have some food, drink, relax at the pool, beach, what have you, you can go to Resort for a Day, get a day pass to some of the really nice hotels and resorts available in the Caribbean. And so we are officially working with Resort for a Day, and we're going to have some future content coming with Resort for a Day. But they did host us in, we actually have a partnership going now where they hosted us in Aruba at the Rio Palace Aruba. So all of that content will be coming out, but it was a very nice trip. I was glad that it was long, but it was also like a really, really big work trip because we've received other smaller, I guess, sponsorships and different things along the way. But to have 3 on one cruise, I was a little bit stressed. I was like, I got to get this content. I got to make sure I do it right because our hope is to grow our channel, grow our business, really get our brand out there. And I think with this Carnival Magic series, we're going to do that. So I'm super excited to start getting that content out there. But yes, Tony, you'll have a great time on Carnival Magic. Welcome in, Nick and Dawn. Thank you for being here. Athena's saying that you guys are doing good. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know how to see all of the comments on Facebook. They're like kind of disappearing. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm going to go back to YouTube. Let's see here. We have 56 people watching. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button for us, we would appreciate it. Let's see here. Parker's on the go says it's a lot of work. Yes, it is. Thank you, Tina. I'm glad I didn't get sick either. I'm crossing my fingers that I don't get sick. Sounds like you are managing well so far. Keep up the good work. You are doing awesome. Thank you so much, On the Go with Yola. I really do appreciate it. It's a different type of work than being in a school setting, being a school administrator. Like, guys, I'll tell you this. I absolutely miss being around kids. Like that's still a struggle for me, is not being there at the door, greeting students as they enter the school, or being there to see them off as, they're leaving for the day. Eating lunch with students in the cafeteria, visiting my students that have special needs. That was like one of my favorite things to do. So I was a very visible school administrator, and that's something different for me because I feel like I spend a lot of time on my couch and in my office, and I'm still struggling with that a little bit, but I'll get over it. I am volunteering and I'm doing other things, so that'll keep me busy. Together We Travel, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And thanks for joining in for the premiere earlier today. That was a pop-up premiere for this Celebrity Ascent review. And guys, one thing that you probably don't know about me, I really don't care to do review videos. And it's because it's a lot of work pulling in all these clips and doing this and that. But I was super excited to get this one out for Celebrity Ascent. It was, I was excited rewatching some of my clips and some of the vlogs to pull that content together, because Celebrity Ascent, like I said, it was a game changer for me. I never thought we would be on like a luxury line, and Celebrity is considered like a mid-luxury cruise. I don't want to say I'm done with Carnival or done with any of the other cruise lines, but it really had me looking at what we have booked for 2024 to see how we can fit more of the mid-luxury into our lives. Liam says, I see you have a group cruise in 2024, but I'm scared to get on that cruise line again. I understand he's referring to MSC. So yeah, we do have that for 2024. I have shared that we've been on 5 MSC cruises. We only had that one bad experience on MSC Seaside. Overall, MSC is a different type of cruise line. It's not for everyone. And I think a lot of the people that we have booked, we're up to like 68 people. We were up to like 75 or so. And then we had a couple people decide to cancel because of my experience on MSC Seaside, which I totally understand. But I think we're up to about 68 people. And I think a lot of those people that are booked are booking because they want to try MSC. They have not experienced it. It's a quick 3-day cruise going to their private island in Nassau. And, there's no better way to experience a cruise line than with someone that has had that experience. So like, I'm there to kind of help answer questions, to help kind of guide the way. We'll have different activities planned or what have you. So I think it's a perfect opportunity for anyone that's considering booking MSC or cruising with MSC to get like a little taste of what it's like. And again, it's not for everyone, just like Carnival's not for everyone or Celebrity's not for everyone. But personally, I don't have that big of an issue with MSC to where I would never cruise with them again. It would take, now I've heard and seen some other things, and if those things were to ever happen to us, then we would reconsider that. But for now, we're a go with it. But I totally understand. Champagne, welcome in from Reynoldsburg, right around the corner. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Denise says, would you stay in the veranda cabin again on Celebrity Ascent, or is there a cabin type you would recommend? So Celebrity Ascent is like 90% balconies, and most of those balconies are the infinite veranda. Some are partial, some of them are obstructed, some are not. I wouldn't stay in one unless I was solo. And I kind of explained this in the review because like I just felt like I like to go out. Like I'm the type, I'll get up at 4:35 in the morning and sit out on the balcony when I have a balcony and actually enjoy the sunrise. I wouldn't do that. Like I didn't want to wake my sister up, so I couldn't do that because there's no door to go out. You have to open the shutters. You have to push the button and have the window go down, and it's just nothing but light and everything in. So that would disrupt her. So I wouldn't do it unless I was solo. It was a beautiful cabin. I love the space. I love the decor, love the furniture, loved how spacious the bathroom was, but it just didn't work as far as it being useful for a balcony. It was really like a glorified ocean view cabin. That's really what it was. And there were a couple points where we weren't able to get our balcony or our window to open, and that's because the captain can come in and actually lock it to where no one can open it. So that's kind of if you're in a mood to get that fresh breeze in and the captain decides, well, because of wind or because of the weather or because of whatever, we're going to close it, you're not able to enjoy your balcony. And I heard a couple people say that they weren't ever able to get their balcony to work, which I would be like asking for a partial refund. Like I need to pay as if this was an ocean view cabin if I couldn't get it to go down. So yeah, I don't think if I was cruising with someone else that I would book the veranda. They do have sunset verandas, which are like your typical balconies, but those are a lot more expensive than the infinite verandas. Then of course they have ocean views and interiors and the suites and all that. I can tell you I probably will never be on a suite on Celebrity unless they decide to sponsor us, because those suites are expensive, but you get the perk of having the retreat to go to, which was really nice. On the Go says the flu shot will sometimes give you the flu. This happened to me a couple of times. Yes, I've heard that. I have heard that. Let me go over here to Facebook. Welcome in, Eugene. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. He's saying good evening to everyone. Let's see. Iris, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Jessica says, I'm doing okay, still taking it day by day. I'll be doing better Sunday when I board the Carnival Pride. Yes, yes. And guys, send some love and prayers. If you're not subscribed, go check out Just Kai TV. I totally understand what you're dealing with. Been there. But yeah, definitely sending some positive thoughts your way. And a cruise will help. It will help. So yeah, Carnival Pride. That is a ship that I have not been on. But I've heard that it's a really nice ship. So you enjoy that. And you're going right before the holidays, right? Hope you have a great time. Yes, they are all booking 7 days out. Yeah, Parker's on the Go is referring to Ascent and the Edge class ships that you're not going to find a shorter cruise on those new ships. Team Reese Travel says, I really enjoyed Celebrity Summit. Yes, I watched all of your Celebrity Summit vlogs, all of Parker's on the Go, all of SIG. So yeah, I think Celebrity Summit might be an option for me. Journey of It All, welcome in. That's a new name. Thanks for being here. It says, hi, I do enjoy your channel. Thank you for all the information that you provide. Absolutely, absolutely. I enjoy doing it. I really do. Parker Samigo says the Summit has amazing prices right now. Yeah, I just got an email today actually about Summit. And I'm like, ooh, can I make that work? So guys, for 2024, we're up to 13 cruises booked. So yeah, it's going to be a busy, like if you guys thought this year was busy for us, next year's going to be even more busy, because I started this year in the school system, and so I really wasn't able to go full time until June, but now I have the whole year, so I'm going to be pretty busy. Mom Doc Travel says, we just sailed the Summit 2 weeks ago and loved it. Yes, good to know. Good to know. Stay with Kay says, love Celebrity Summit. Can't wait to hit an Edge class ship. Yeah, so we'll definitely get on Summit here soon. But those of you that have cruised on Celebrity Summit, do you think it's family friendly? That is the only thing, because like I was watching the vlogs with the kids, with the family, and I'll be honest, Celebrity Ascent really does not appear to be very family friendly now. They did have a kids club, they had a teens club. There weren't many kids at all on our sailing, and I just felt like it didn't have some of the things that our family would like to do, like the water slides, the water park, arcade. A lot of those things were missing. And so I don't know, is Summit more kid friendly? Do they have water slides? I don't think they do. Because like when I do go on Celebrity again, I would like to take the family if possible. Miss Bree Brizzle says, after watching the vlogs, I'm definitely trying Celebrity. Yeah, definitely trying. You guys, I'm telling you, it's not just me. And I'm very honest when I post my content on what I liked, what I didn't like. And of course, it's my opinion. I might like something that you don't like. But when you look across the board at all of the content that's being shared about Celebrity Ascent, I would say like 90%, 95% of it is positive. Some of the bigger complaints that I heard was more so from those that were booked on the inaugural cruise, which if you guys don't know, and I didn't even realize this until after the fact, but it sounds like Celebrity Ascent was scheduled for its inaugural cruise, but then it got, they finished making it early, so then they added on the previous sailings. So some of the complaints that I heard were from some of the people that were on the inaugural cruise that were upset that there were preview cruises before the inaugural, and that some of the things that you kind of expect for an inaugural cruise didn't happen, and they felt maybe because some of those things happened during the preview cruise. But I didn't feel like as part of the preview cruise that we received anything that you would typically get a receipt for an inaugural cruise. Like we didn't get any celebrity gifts. We didn't get a ship book. We didn't get like any special performances or anything like that. So I haven't heard anything else really negative. My only other negative thing that I didn't even consider to put in the review was Concierge. I personally did not see the value in Concierge. So we had the Infinite Veranda, but it was a Concierge class. And you're supposed to get some perks, like you're supposed to get priority embarkation, disembarkation. There was no separate line for Concierge at the terminal, no separate spot to go. Getting off the ship was quick, but there again, it wasn't anything special for Concierge. We were supposed to get like snacks and things in the cabin daily. We got one. I saw where other content creators got like flowers and things in their cabin. We didn't get any of that. So I don't know. I didn't understand what the perks were and why I would book Concierge over a regular Infinite Veranda room. Now, thankfully, I only booked Concierge because at the time it was cheaper than booking a flat out Infinite Veranda. So that's the only reason we were Concierge. But there are some people paying more money for a Concierge cabin and the perks. And besides the welcome lunch, which I felt the buffet was better than the welcome lunch, I didn't see the perk in it, but maybe I just missed it. Maybe our room steward didn't provide us with some of the things. But I'm watching other content creators, and some had similar experiences, and there's some that got more perks and got other things. So let's see here. Go back to the chat. Miss Penny, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good evening. Good evening. Team Reese said, hold on. Sorry, I'm scrolling too fast. I don't have Ron here to help me tonight. Here we go. Team Reese says, I missed the premiere earlier, so forgive me if you've already covered this, but what were your sister's thoughts on this? Oh, she's ready to book. She's ready to get back on it. So we were actually discussing dates earlier today, trying to figure out how. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the same flexibility that I have with her job to be able to just go. So we were like discussing that earlier. I think though that once we cruise again, I don't know, I really want to get back on Ascent, but I think we're probably going to do Apex, only because I try to get on as many ships as possible, and from what I'm understanding, they're pretty similar. So I think I'd want to cover Apex. That's kind of our plan. But she absolutely loved it. I think it was her best cruise experience. Now this was only her her 6th cruise, I believe. And I think it was her best cruise. Thank you so much, Team Gracious. Congratulations on all the brand partnerships, guys. We're trying to work. We're trying to work. So thank you so much for that. Yep, we're hoping to grow. Thank you so much, Stay with Kay. Welcome in, Triple with Ray and Michelle. Thank you for being here. On the Go says all the content coming out on Ascent has been going through withdrawals, and I cruised 3 weeks straight. Oh my gosh, 3 weeks straight a month ago. Now in year-end hell. So you don't have anything else booked for this year? Yeah, I'm trying to make something work. We'll see. Stay with Kay says MSC has such mixed reviews from cruise to cruise. You could go on one and love it, and the next be terrible. Yeah. We had a really good time on Margaritaville. Really good time on my first one was MSC Divina. The one MSC Grandiosa where I was over in Europe. I love that because the itinerary was nice, and it really was just like a floating hotel because we were in port way more than we were on the ship. The ship itself was beautiful. The food was okay, but MSC Meraviglia was really good for us, and MSC Divina was really good for us, or for me. MSC Seaside, not so much. Your favorite couple, welcome in, and they also have content for Celebrity Ascent coming out, so be sure to check that out. So Celebrity Ascent is our #1 ship at the moment. It is mine too. It is mine too. Now I can't say that Celebrity is my #1 cruise line yet because I have to get on more ships, but it is, Celebrity Ascent is my #1 cruise ship at this moment. But it was a pleasure meeting you guys again on Celebrity Ascent. So guys, be sure to check out their vlogs as well. There were quite a few of us content creators on board. So it was a pleasure to meet everyone. Cassandra Holloway, welcome in. Thank you so much. I love your videos and vlogs. Really do appreciate that. All right, I'm going back to Facebook. I don't know if I'm still live there or not. Team Reach Travel, speaking to YFC. Liam says, so if you get a suite, then you get a regular balcony. Yeah, from what I understand, it looks like the suites. There may be some suites that are infinite verandas, but from my understanding, the suites have a regular balcony, and there's not many of them. Like when you look at the actual ship itself, majority of the cabins on the Edge class ships are infinite verandas. There are some regular sunset balconies and suites that have the standard balcony, but there may be some suites that I don't know of that have that infinite veranda. Kelly Angel Tony, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Keelan Walker, welcome in. Miss Penny says, how was your second round Virgin? Just joining the chat. Forgive me if you already mentioned it. It did not happen. I'm actually supposed to be on, today would be day 2. I was scheduled to board. Yeah, today would have been day 2. I was scheduled to board Valiant Lady on the 10th, and I canceled it on the 9th. And it was just a lot going on. Like I said, the family had been sick. I was afraid I was going to get sick. I just honestly didn't want to be alone for 6 days. I felt like I wasn't going to enjoy myself. I was kind of getting caught up in the hearing about the internet not being so good and trying to work. I have so many cruise quotes and so many people that I'm trying to get booked now. And it just didn't feel like the right time, but I am going to be rescheduling that for next year. So it didn't happen. So, and I don't know, guys, it's one of those things too. I kind of struggled with, I know I didn't enjoy it the first time, and I do understand, I do believe in giving second chances, but it just may be one of those things that's not for me, and I don't want to force it, but I want to also bring content, and I want to maybe see, maybe it's different. I've heard that they've made some improvements as far as some of the things that I was concerned with, as far as them not having enough activities or everything being so late at night. You guys know I go to bed at 9 o'clock, so all the late activities just didn't work for me. Some of the shows were kind of raunchy, and I heard that they tamed some of that stuff down. But there's some people in the chat recently that have gone on Virgin that didn't like it either. I'm not going to call you guys out, but you can comment if you like. But there are a few people in the chat that have gone and didn't like it. So it'll happen next year. It just wasn't the right time. And with the holidays, because I'll be honest, I've gotten lazy. You know how you just want to sit and watch movies and be in front of the fireplace? That's how I've been feeling. And so I'm happy to be home with the family right now, because I would be on a cruise and I just didn't want to be solo. I think I want to cruise. I feel like if they were with me for the 6 days, it would be a no-brainer. I'd be fine. But I think it was more so the holidays, not wanting to be away from them. And, we had just gotten off 11 days of cruising, so it was fine to cancel. Parker's on the Go says Celebrity is a more adult luxury in our book. I don't think it focuses heavily on kids. They have a kids club, as you said, but not really kids film. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. So yeah, I don't know. I might take the boys, or maybe I don't know if Joe Marie would like Celebrity at all. Mom.travel says, I posted a summit vlog on my kids' thoughts on the kids club, but there is not anything outside of the pools and kids club. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Thank you for sharing that. I saw more kids on the summit, but still didn't get a kid-friendly vibe. Yeah. I did worry that the kids club wouldn't offer much, but my kids still had a blast. The teen club was really lacking, though. Guys, I passed the teens club because I went to film it. We actually came across it by mistake when we were leaving the ship. We thought it was like a spot for like the crew members because it's called the basement. And I thought, oh, this is a spot for the crew members. And actually, I think Parker's on the Go. I think you guys had the same thought that I had. We thought it was for the crew, and we were like, oh, it's a teens club. And there were never any kids there. I mean, no teens there. So welcome in, Solo Cruising and More. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Appreciate you being here. Going back to Facebook, let's see. Maria's letting me know that I'm still live. Thank you so much for letting me know that. Kelly says, I agree from what I've seen as well. Parker's on the Go, and that is why I'm leaving my kids to go on Melanin at Sea 3.0 on the Edge. Now, the 3.0 on the Edge, that is the Alaskan cruise. I'm not missing one, am I? I feel like I want to get on a Melanin at Sea cruise, but every time there's something scheduled, I already have something scheduled. And it's really hard. So like right now, 2024 is pretty much like I have a cruise every single month except December. So it's always tough to schedule when you book out so far in advance. So I think Melanin at Sea 3.0 is the Alaskan cruise, I believe. So yeah, so I'm looking for 2025. So if they announce something for 2025 before I start getting things on the books, we might be in the house. But yeah, definitely Alaska's definitely a go-to. Nope, we didn't get anything special on Ascent, but a good time. Yeah, nothing but a good time. I don't know why we were concierge. I don't understand what that was about. She said, I mean, Ascent put the kids as far down and away from everyone as possible, if that says anything. Exactly. They had them in the basement. Guys, they were on the deck where you disembark the ship. And they were right there by like where you check out. For me, actually, I feel like that's probably the most unsafe place to put the teens. Like, why would you put them there? I know, like, at a certain age, you're able to get on and off the ship on your own. But why would you put them right there where they can get off the ship? I don't know. That's weird. Usually they're up, higher on the ship. Let's see. On the Ghost Thinking Mom.travel says, my daughter is 11. Will be sailing with us? Yes. YFC saying, yes, there's no water slides. No water slides at all. Let's see here. Parker's gonna go set flowers. Who got flowers? We got chocolate covered strawberries. We didn't even get that. Check out Travel Spree's video. They had flowers. Someone else posted that they got flowers for Concierge. We didn't even get chocolate covered strawberries. We got that tray with some, I don't know if it was guacamole and pita bread. That's what we got. And some jelly or something. I don't know. But yeah, we didn't get anything else that was Concierge. The lunch wasn't terrible. The lunch was pretty okay, but I felt like the buffet was better than that food. Let's see here. Kelly Angel Tony says, I saw where JJ Cruiser said they got hats. See, we didn't get anything. Now, I think JJ Cruise, I think they were on the official inaugural. So they may have gotten other things that we didn't get as a preview. Typically, the inaugural sailings, you get gifts. We didn't get anything, which is fine. But I did kind of expect some things as concierge. I was excited to be concierge, and they bust my bubble when we got to the port and they were taking our luggage. And I'm like, well, where does concierge go? Where do we go? And he was like, what? He's like, you get in line with the regular people. And I'm like, oh, our feelings were pretty hurt because I'm like, I've never had that type of privilege or luxury on a cruise. We just, and yeah, it was no privilege or luxury, not concierge. Stay with Kay says Celebrity definitely doesn't have all the fun kid stuff that your family loves. Yeah. So for that reason, I think like I would probably take Andrew because he's getting more into the adult things. because he is an adult now. And Bryson he might like it if there's other teams for him to hang out, but he really likes basketball. That's where he is most of the time when he's not with us. So we'll have to see. But I have quite a few cruises coming up where it'll be just me, and that's because of the kids' schedule. And I just want to say this because I get this question a lot. Are the kids in school? Yes, our kids are in school. And no, our kids don't miss a whole lot of school. They miss no more than 5 days per school year for travel. And we tend to, I think some people don't understand that as a content creator, sometimes the content you see today might have been filmed 4 months ago. I tend to not put dates on a lot of my vlogs, only because I don't want someone to search and then they see it. And if it says December 2022 or what have you, they may feel like, oh, that's old, I'm not going to watch it. So I tend to not date a lot of my content. I might date it within the actual vlog, or I might mention, but I tend to not do that. But I get a lot of comments and a lot of inboxes asking about the kids and how do I allow them to miss so much school? Guys, first off, their grades are good. They don't miss school. They might miss 5 days. So like for Thanksgiving, they missed 3 days right before Thanksgiving because this was an 8-day cruise. And then I know that they're going to miss one more day before our spring break cruise. So that's 4 days out of the whole year that they've missed. And we tend to take the cruises when they have breaks, and we take the cruises when they have like an extended, like they'll have, like in our district, they'll have 2 or 3 days of teacher professional development days, and it'll be connected to a weekend. So that might give them 5 or 6 days off. So we can take a 4 or 5 day cruise. So when you see that, that's what that's about. But our kids are not missing school. So just put that out there because I get a lot of comments and questions about that. Let's see. How do you feel the World America will do? I know MSC is trying its best to cater to the American market. I'm hoping it does well. I feel like MSC is giving effort. I don't feel it's consistent, but I do think World America might be the game changer for MSC as far as being here in the US. So I'm excited. I do have plans to try to be on that ship. Yeah, so we'll probably do that one as a family. But yeah, I'm excited to see what that one's going to be about. And that comes out in 2025, right? 2025, I think. I enjoyed the Davina. Everything was a 10, excluding the food. I'll give it a 2. Yeah, Davina was nice. I felt like the food was okay on Davina. Now, this was September of 2022. I felt like the food was okay on Davina. It wasn't terrible. But MSC just doesn't have a variety of anything. You're either eating at the buffet, which I don't care for buffets, or you're eating in the main dining room. And we're not even, like, we tend to like specialty dining. So, yeah. Anthony on the move, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Mom.travel says, we love the Margaritaville too. Yeah, Margaritaville was really nice. Really, really nice. Gloria King on Facebook says, which cruise line do you think is better to visit Alaska on in September 2024? So I've only been to Alaska on Carnival and Princess. My Princess cruise was very short. Would have loved for that to be longer. Princess Cruises is known for their Alaska. They're like ranked #1 for the last 20 something years for Alaska for just the experiences that they provide. But the vibe for Princess may not fit everyone. I would definitely say try Princess. We did Carnival for Alaska. We had a really good time, but I know Carnival doesn't do Alaska like other cruise lines. And the cruise line that I'm hearing to avoid for Alaska would be Norwegian. And the reason for that is because Norwegian tends to have shorter port days in Alaska because depending on the port, sometimes Norwegian is the cruise line that's slated to dock further out, and then you have tender boats to get you in. And if you guys have ever looked at like an Alaskan itinerary, usually you're going to have one port that's really long, like it might be Juneau. You might be there from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. But then when you get to Skagway, you might be there from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you're always going to have and I don't know if it's because of the distance between, but that's pretty much consistent across most itineraries. You're going to have that one long day, and then you're going to have shorter port days. But NCL's port days are a lot shorter than others. So that's just kind of my observation, kind of what I've heard. But I would say, you know, if you've never been to Alaska, any cruise line going to Alaska is going to be great, because really it's about that experience of you in Alaska, not the cruise. And when we, like I said, Princess will do more immersive experiences for you, and they make you feel like you're in Alaska while you're on the ship. And that's what's different. That's what sets them apart from other cruise lines. Then they also offer like cruise tours where you can, you know, add on days to your cruise, and you're actually in Seward, Alaska, or you're in different parts of Alaska, in cabins, and you're learning and you're out doing excursions. And so they offer those types of things. Other cruise lines offer some sort of cruise tour. This is really what's known for Alaska. So I would say give them a try. But we had a great time on Carnival. We are actually scheduled for Alaska for 2025. We have another group cruise if anyone's interested, Quantum of the Seas, in 2025. We will be back in Alaska. I'm hoping to get back to Alaska. I don't know. Ron's going to kill me. I'm hoping to get back to Alaska this summer. I don't know if it's going to work, because Alaska is very, very expensive. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Gloria says, my first time planning to go solo. Yeah, I would say if it's your first time going to Alaska, just go to Alaska. I wouldn't be too worried about the cruise line itself. If you have a cruise line that you prefer, I would say just book that cruise line and go to Alaska. But Princess is the top one for Alaska. I'm hoping to get on a longer Alaska cruise. Let's see here. Parker's gonna go say, oh, well, that's fancy. I still haven't made my way to everyone's vlogs. No, guys, I feel like I've been so swamped. And you're probably feeling it too, Siobhan, with just people booking like wave season. If you guys have not heard, and first off, if you guys don't know, I am a travel advisor. I'm a cruise specialist. If you are looking to book for 2024, 2025, 2026, reach out to me. I would love to help you get you guys booked. I do offer different incentives for booking. Right now it is wave season, which means if you have a travel advisor, everyone's getting pretty busy because people are starting to book out for next year. And cruises are selling out fast. So if you're looking to book, you know, the earlier you book, the better. You're going to save money. But definitely reach out. And I say reach out now, and don't wait until like mid-January, because after a while, I know a lot of us, there's other travel advisors in the chat. You know, we're going to get to a point where, like right now, my response time is pretty quick. I usually can respond within 24, 48 hours. That might not be the case come January once we start getting really busy. So if you're looking to get booked, you know, you would like the support of a travel advisor who has 42 cruises under her belt, definitely reach out. I would love to help. And yeah, so you can reach me by messenger. You can send me an email. I think the email is running across the screen, and it's also in the description box. But let's see your other questions. Let's see. Dive Kyle, welcome in. Thank you for being here. It says, I was on the same cruise as you right after Thanksgiving on Celebrity Ascent. I was in room 11262, right down the hall from you. What cabin was I? We were 11268. Wow. Did you see us? I've been very intentional not to post like our cabin number. When we first started vlogging, I would post a quick cabin tour the day we got on the ship. And then I stopped because I had someone come to our door. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that through. Why would I post this while I'm on the ship and tell people, you know, here's a cabin tour of whatever this room is. So I very intentionally do not do that anymore because I don't want anyone come knocking on our door. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I wonder if you actually saw us. That's kind of cool. If the food isn't good, then what's the point? Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll say this. I'm partial to a lot of different food options. We don't eat out a lot as a family. I do a lot of cooking. So we're all partial to my food, as most people are with their home cooked food or what have you. I don't cruise for food. I cruise for the experience. I cruise for the ports. I cruise for the excursions. There are some people that cruise for food and drink. That is just not me, because I know that I'm never going to get anything as good as what I can, not to sound arrogant, but I'm not going to get anything as good as I can make it, unless it's like a special type of food that I just can't make. So I don't cruise for food. it's nice when you're on a ship where the food is good. Because guys, I felt like I was in that buffet a lot on Celebrity Ascent. There were a couple content creators that I only saw them when I was in the buffet, so they enjoyed it too. Um, but yeah, but I would never not book a cruise because I felt the food wasn't good. Like I'm gonna find something that I can eat. It is very nice when you have a cruise line where the food is consistently good and you always have options. But I would not cruise because I felt the food wasn't good. Um, Kelly Angel Tony says, I know that Rich and Jazzy are on there right now too. Yeah, they are on Scarlet Lady, I believe. I was getting on Valiant Lady, so different ship, but yeah, they are on board right now. Dive Kyle says, or Parker Singer says, I was in 11268. So you were 11268. So that means we were 11269 because I kind of chuckled that we had similar numbers. So we were 11269. Yes, we thought it was cruise space. I don't know how teens would do. Right. Yeah. 2.5. Gosh, I'm sorry. This keeps scrolling so fast. 2.5 is Virgin Voyages leaving from San Juan in February, and 3.0 is Edge leaving Seattle to Alaska in July. That's right. That's right. Liam, when I was cruising as a kid, there was no water slides in such way back then. I was fine and enjoyed myself. Yeah, and our kids don't need the water slides, but it's kind of nice, especially like Jo Marie's age. She does like the water park. She likes the water slides. Like that's what, for her, that's enjoyable. She loves the kids club. So if the kids clubs, if they have arts and crafts, that's right up her alley. So she's fine with that. She doesn't have to have a water slide, but it's nice to have because it gives her something to do when she's not in the kids club. Especially for those kids that aren't swimmers. She's not a swimmer yet. And so it's nice that, because she's not going to get in the pool too much. It's just nice to have. That is disturbing at the door. Yes. Yes. And it wasn't anyone, like it wasn't like a creeper or anything like that. It was just, I think they were down the same hallway as us, and I had posted it and they were a subscriber and they wanted to knock and say hello. Kind of weird, but it's one of those things where, you know, guys, we're starting to be recognized in a lot of different places. Like I can go to the store now and it's funny because even in our hometown, like people are recognizing us. Not recognizing me because I was a school administrator in the district for some years, but recognizing me because of YouTube or TikTok. I'm actually getting recognized a lot from TikTok. So it's, you know, it's one of those things where we're really learning that, okay, we have to be kind of cautious on what we share. Like, I don't have a problem sharing when we're cruising this and that, because we always have family at our house, watching our house. Like, I'm not afraid somebody's going to rob us or, you know, anything like that. But like, as far as like when we're on the ship, I always, more so with the kids, want to make sure that they're not in a place or a situation where there's someone approaching them. And most people, you know, it's going to be good intentions, but you just never know. So like at no point ever will Jo Marie be alone on a cruise ship, because there's people that know us, and I don't want anyone thinking they can talk to her and lure her or what have you. Same thing with Andrew and Dyson. Like we talk about these things all the time. We set the ground rules. They know, hey, if somebody comes up to you and they say, hey, I follow you. Hey, do you want to come here with me? You tell them absolutely not. You tell them no. Or say, hey, let me call my mom and my dad, and you know, they'll come with me. They know that if somebody comes and says, hey, your mom and dad, you know, this was something that happened to them, they need to go to a crew member. They don't. So we really talk about safety and talk about, you know, and it can be scary being in I don't want to say public light, because I don't consider myself like a public figure. But as more and more people are starting to recognize us, we do have these conversations with the kids that, you know, people are going to ask you questions. They're going to say they know you. They're going to, but you know, there's a way you respond. There's a way you don't respond. And you never, ever, ever go with anyone, period. I don't care who they are. Like, you know, there's some people on YouTube that I've met that I would consider family, friends, you know, until we build that connection, like our kids just know. So yeah, so that was kind of disturbing. So after that situation, I just stopped sharing. I share it once we get back, like the cabin tours and cabin number, that kind of thing. We also used to put on our door, like, you know how people will post, you know, what do you call them? Like the door decorations where, you know, this family, we're in this cabin and we're going to these ports, whatever. We used to do that. And it would say MH Family Adventures, you know, subscribe to our channel. Here are the ships we've been on, or here's the one that we're on today. We don't do that anymore because I don't want anyone knowing that this is our cabin. And then if we're not in the cabin, let me knock and maybe Andrew will answer the door. No. So let's see. Let me go back to Facebook, see if there's any other comments. All right. Yeah, but if you have any other questions, I'm going to wrap this up here soon. But if you have any other questions, feel free to drop those in the chat. We're just kind of chatting. We don't have any plans right now for the holidays. We're just going to be home. Like I said, I don't know if Celebrity Ascent was my last cruise for this year. We'll see soon. But we have a lot coming up in January. Like I said, Icon is going to be epic. We'll be back on MSC. We have some Carnival cruises booked for next year. The only cruise line out of the major cruise lines, the only cruise line that I don't have anything currently, but I'm not going to share a full schedule yet. The only thing that we don't have anything booked for is NCL and Holland America out of the major cruise lines. I think we've covered pretty much all of the other cruise lines. Liam says, Quality Chopper says, Liam, having fun. I agree. That's why I haven't taken another MSC since 2017. Okay. Liam is saying, Parker's on the go. MSC America is tempting, but I can get all that stuff on an Oasis class ship on Royal. But you can't get all that on an Oasis class ship on Royal for that price. So that's what's going to tempt a lot of people to move toward MSC. Because guys, Royal Caribbean, the prices are ridiculous right now. Absolutely ridiculous. We are not booked on Star of the Seas. We will probably not get booked on Star of the Seas. Icon of the Seas is only happening because I got invited on Icon of the Seas. That would not happen. We were considering booking the inaugural sailing, and at the time we were looking at over $8,000 for a family of 5, and I didn't want the kids missing a whole week of school. So I'm thankful that I was invited to attend the preview sailing, because that wouldn't have happened. We are booked on Utopia of the Seas for the inaugural, but that's because I got a relatively okay deal. But I don't know. It's just ridiculous how high those cruises are. Not just like Wonder of the Seas or Icon. It's those Oasis class ships. And guys, I don't know if you've realized that we have yet to get on an Oasis class ship. And part of that is because I kind of struggle with spending the amount of money that you would spend for a family of 5 for like an Oasis class ship, when I know I could take that same money and get on 2 or 3 other ships. And we're about trying to get on as many cruise ships as possible. Now, we will eventually start getting on more Oasis class ships, but we really want to get on as many ships as possible. So when I look at, okay, we going to spend $6,000 on Wonder of the Seas, we could do 3 Carnival cruises. We could do 2, you know, somebody else. It's hard in my mind to pay that kind of money. And then Royal Caribbean does a lot of upcharging. You're paying a lot for all these other things. Like Royal Caribbean, the ones that we've been on a lot of the Freedom class ships. So like Freedom of the Seas, Independence of the Seas, Mariner of the Seas. We've been on those ships, Liberty, Venture. We've been on those ships, but we have not been on Oasis. So I'm excited for Allure of the Seas with Autism on the Seas in February. And then of course Icon, but yeah, I would book MSC America before I booked an Oasis class ship because of the price. On the Go says, I like all those chocolate covered strawberries, flowers, and guacamole. I do too. We just didn't get anything. So Parker's gonna say, yeah, that tray was nasty, but it wasn't worth complaining about based on my experiences. Plus, we ate so much we didn't care. Same here. We really did not care that tray wasn't about anything, because we weren't even hungry. We just were being greedy. They told us the same thing, the special treatment for us. Yeah, guys, as soon as we got out of the car, I was ready for Concierge. And they said, you get in line with everybody else. I'm like, really? Okay. On the Go with Yola says, mind your business, my kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. Not sure why anyone would care how you choose to raise your kids. They are healthy, happy, and loved. Always baffles me. Thank you for that comment. But guys, there are a lot of people that ask questions. And I'm like, I don't want to come off as rude, like it's none of your business, but I'm starting to get to that point where it's really none of your business. And if you have been following us, and if you know, and you watch our content, you would know that, you know, yeah, our kids, we provide them with experiences because we don't really do much of anything at home. We're all homebodies, and it's so funny because like Dyson doesn't even want to run into the grocery store. He's like me. Once you get home for the day and those shoes come off, that's it. Like that's it. And they're just like that. But they love to travel. And when we pick and choose, it's like, okay, do you want to go bowling all the time, or do you want to go to the skating rink, or do you want to go to the movies? Or do you want to maybe save that stuff up and go cruise, or do you want to? We do small things at home, like Andrew likes NASCAR and Indy 500. We'll do like one race a year. Dyson likes basketball. We'll go to a couple NBA games. But all of our money is spent on cruising and experiences. We don't buy clothes. You guys will see our kids, and our kids aren't the type of kids that ask for name brand clothes and shoes, this and that. We are very, very basic. And I love that. Like, they're not bothered by that. And but people ask all the time about kids. I get a lot of messages in our inbox about the kids, and they're like, do I feel like I'm doing a disservice to them by having them cruise all the time? First off, they're not cruising all the time. They cruise for the summer. I could choose to put them in summer camps all summer long, or we could travel. And when we're not traveling, they're in summer camps. Our kids are in so many different activities. So, and people say, you know, are you spoiling them by doing this? No, I don't think so. I feel like we're giving them experiences. We want to give them even more experiences. That's why we're working on partnerships and doing this and that. But our kids literally, guys, you don't see it, but they are in every sport. Jo Marie's in gymnastics. You know, they stay busy, and we don't want them to be the kids that are like sitting in front of the TV or on devices all day long. They do those things, but you know, it's all about providing experiences. But yeah, people ask a lot of questions, and I am getting to the point where it's like none of your business. But I try to allow people to understand. Like, I truly believe in the philosophy you seek to understand. And as long as you don't come to me disrespectfully asking, then I will answer, and I'll give a very vague, you know, statement about it. But yeah, our kids are in school. They have no attendance issues. Our kids are healthy. They have good grades. We have Andrew graduating as a senior this year, Dyson sophomore, Jo Marie second grade. They love school. They're involved. They're in all these different activities. We cruise, we travel. But besides that, we're literally home. We're home. We're doing things as family. Guys, we're just like a very, I hate using the word basic, but you see us cruise and travel and people think, oh, you guys are wealthy. We're not at all. We are just a regular old family. And really this stems from, I grew up not wealthy. I grew up never being able to travel. I grew up, you know, not having water in the house at points, or not having heat on. And I just didn't want that for our kids. And so we've had really great careers to where, you know, like I said, Ron's a workaholic, and he's been working, you know, his life, and he loves to work. And I had a really nice career as a school educator, a school principal, went on to get my doctorate. And, you know, we just want our kids to have different experiences than what we had. So that's really what it's all about. But, you know, we're home. We watch, if you guys saw Jo Marie, I made a post about Jo Marie telling me I didn't have a job. And I was talking about how we watch sitcoms as a family. That's something we do every night. You guys probably don't see these things, but we've watched pretty much all of the major like Black family sitcoms. Our kids don't watch or listen to the music that's out now and the shows that are out now. We've gone through Family Matters. We're watching Martin. We've watched The Cosby Show, Proud Family. So all those things, I don't know. We're just regular people. But yeah, people ask questions, and as long as you come respectfully. I understand that some people have questions, but yeah. Parker Lingo suggests 2025 for World America, but we definitely decide if we are going to try MSC again before. Yeah, I say, I know you guys had a totally different experience than we did. I say give them another try. Maybe try a different ship to see if it's different, because your experience that you had, like I said, I've never experienced that. And I would hope I would hope that it was just the few people that you interacted with that just didn't know how to act right. But yeah, I would say give them a try. Miss Penny, in your opinion, which is the best cruise line for the solo cruisers? I honestly can't answer that because I wouldn't consider myself a solo cruiser. I just recently started cruising solo. But as far as like the solo supplement, I would say NCL because they tend to have more solo cabins. They have better pricing for solo cruisers. I would say NCL. Anybody else, you're going to pay double occupancy. But I can't say which one is the best for solo cruisers. Not yet, because I've only been on a few solo cruises myself. Liam says, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with Royal, but that's just me. Yep. Everyone has their opinion. I could say you can't go wrong with Carnival, and people will chew me out like it's the Walmart of the seas. I don't believe that. Parker's and Ghost said, yes, it's getting a little crazy out here, cruise booking wise. It is. Guys, I'm doing it all day long. I love it. Like it's really allowing me to do what I want to do and not go back to school right now. So really, really enjoy it. Curtis Polk says, no unwanted visitors needed. No, not at all. On the Go says, we use a safe word. That's something that we'll need to do. Thank you for that, because we had, as kids, we had safe words. So that's something like they know what to do and how to react, but that's a good point. Snowy Love says, hi, I love your blog. I just started cruising in 2021 and I love it. Yeah, it's awesome. We actually, people don't believe this either. We started cruising in 2019. And like I said, I've been on 41 cruises. So that tells you how much we love it. So it's an addiction. Team Reese says, yes, it's definitely a necessary conversation. It really is. I mean, like even with RJ, I think for anyone that's in the public eye, whether you're an adult or whatever, like you have to have some sort of safety measures in place, because you just don't ever know, when you're going to approach someone that, yeah. And I think sometimes that's Ron gets a little bit nervous because with me going off by myself, I told myself I'm a big girl. Nobody's going to snatch me up. But he gets, a little nervous that, I would, somebody might try to approach me or whatever the case. But I really do take a lot of safety precautions with myself, with the kids, with the family. Mom Doc Travel says, yes, I agree. No personalized door decor. Absolutely. And we did. When we first started cruising, we always had personalized door decor. And I think now that people kind of somewhat know who we are, I don't want people knowing exactly where we are. People figure it out, but I'd rather you have to figure it out than me just publicly put on my door that we're here. Miss Bree Bristol says, I'm on NCL Bliss next month. Can't wait. We'll have a good time on NCL Bliss. Maria says, people sometimes come with intentions. They do, unfortunately. Thankfully, we have not experienced that. Everyone that we've run across, all of our supporters, subscribers have been really nice, really supportive. We have not really experienced any of that. Let's see here. Tamika says, wonderful family. Thank you so much, Tamika. On the go, Yellow says, loyal to Royal and Star of the Seas can kick rocks. Yeah. Guys, I'm not loyal to really any cruise line. Like I said, Carnival's still kind of our, we really do like Carnival. But I'm not going to say at this point, especially after Ascent, I'm not loyal to anybody. Whoever's going to send me the deal or the sponsorship, that's where we're going. Stay with Kay says, yeah, I agree. Royal is getting ridiculous. Welcome in, Phil and Dee. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys had a great time recently. Welcome home. But thanks for being here. Miss Bree Brizzle says, I booked Utopia today. Had to use my Cruise Next certificate. Yeah. Are you booked on the inaugural for Utopia? We'll be on board. Let me take this back. We'll be on board unless we get an invite. If we get an invite to attend like the preview sailing, if they have a preview sailing for Utopia, we may not be on the inaugural. I would rather save that money, push that cruise out or something. I don't know. Liam says, yeah, Family 5 is different than double or solo. Absolutely. Welcome in, Rachel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Vegas Night 99 says, the quality of food on Oasis class ships does not justify the price. El Loco Fresh is very low quality. Very low quality. I feel like the Mexican restaurant, I can't think of the name of it, on MSC is way better than El Loco Fresh. It says XL class Carnival food is much better than Oasis class. I'm a Royal fanboy. Carnival's XL Plus chips, I really do like. Like, I love Big Shacks or Big Chicken. I love street eats, the little rice dishes and things that you can get. I personally like shebang. I know a lot of people don't. I feel like sometimes it's a little salty, but I like shebang. I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, El Loco Fresh, I didn't care for it at all. And I don't think they have it on the other ships, but Independence of the Seas, I had the ships and chips. I didn't ship, what's it called? Yeah, fish and chips. Didn't like that at all. On the go says, I tried Carnival Celebration and thoroughly enjoyed the specialty dining and some of the other free options. Yeah. Yep. Rachel says basic. I'm with you. Yeah. I don't want to say we're basic, but we really are. I think people, you know, you have, and this is not a dig at anyone because everyone's their own style. You have different types of content creators. You have some that are so glamorous, so luxurious, and I watch them and I'm like, man, you know, but that's not us. You have some, they do that and it works for them. I feel like we're really basic. And I don't know if people really understand that. I think our friends and our family that know us, they already know, like, it looks like we're living a luxurious life. I mean, like I said, we have a house, we have vehicles, we have, you know, we have those things, but it's not, I mean, we make it work. Guys, I'm the type, and this is where Ron and I are very different, because like I grew up extremely poor, but didn't know it until I got older. And I'm the type that if you give me the choice to, I don't know, Ron's probably he's probably watching saying she's giving too much information. If you tell me, hey, we're going to put you on a payment plan for X, and I can take that to provide an experience, I'm going to do that because that bill's going to be there. That whatever is going to be there when you come back. Like, it's just not going anywhere. And so that's kind of like, I'm more about providing experiences because you only live once. Life is too short. I lost my parents when I was 27, both of my parents. Life is too short. Like, it's, you know, you sit here, you work, and you pay bills. Like, that is not the lifestyle that I want. And that's kind of what I want to instill in our kids. Like, be responsible. You know, be responsible with your credit. Be responsible with, you know, your schooling and your job, what have you. But as much as you can, get out there and experience other things, get out there and do it, because life is too short. You just never know. Liam says, plus the travel that your kids are getting is much better than being in class for those few days they would miss. Traveling is still educational. Yeah, and guys, their mom's a teacher, their mom's a principal, so it's always educational. It's always educational. Rachel says, memories are what they will remember. Absolutely. Memories and experiences are priceless. They are. They really are. Most of the time, it's not from a place of understanding, but a place of being judgy. That's true, too. That's true. I always go into it thinking people have good intentions and that they're not judging, but that they're trying to understand. So I always look at it that way first. But you can usually tell by someone's reply whether they're doing it or saying it because they are judging. And yeah, there's really nothing to judge here. We're going to do what we want to do, and our kids are fine. Snowy Love says, my 16-year-old daughter and my granddaughter wish I would take them as much as you take your children. Keep it up. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And that's another question I get asked, are the kids tired of it? No, they're not. And I ask them this because if at any point during this journey of ours, because guys, I honestly don't know that. I can't say that a year from today, we're going to still be doing this and doing this as much as we've been doing it. Because if at any point our kids say, Mom, you know, I'm tired of traveling. I'm tired of cruising. I'm tired of, you know, being vlogged or being, it stops. It stops without questions, without having to apologize to supporters, subscribers, clients, what have you. If at any point our family dynamic changes because of what we're doing, or someone feels uncomfortable with it or whatever, it stops. So, I mean, that's just kind of my thought. Like, we're doing it right now. Who knows what next year is going to bring or the year after, if this is something that is going to be sustainable for us, or if it's something we're just writing right now. It's fun. We're traveling. You just, you know, you never know. Thank you so much on the go. Says 52 watching, please hit that like button. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cassine, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Team Milton says, my family and I watch Black sitcoms as well. Bernie Mac, we've watched those too. So, and guys, when I say we watch them, So we're a family that we eat together every dinner. We used to eat at the dining room table, or what have you. We still do, but we actually have tray tables and we eat in the living room now, and we watch a black sitcom every single night. We watched Martin tonight, where Shanae was on Love Jones Connection. so, so we watch it and we use those sitcoms, and not just black sitcoms, just any really good old sitcom, because they have so many different lessons that kids don't see and hear on some of the stuff they watch and listen to now. And so we use it as like a foundation for, first off, we're connecting because, and some people were like, how are you connecting when you're watching TV? Because we have conversations about the shows we watch. We talk about what's happening. You know, there's some things like as a parent, you forget to mention to your kid that this is going to happen in life, or this may happen, or this, you know, this is how you should react when someone's saying or doing this to you. So those conversations come up when we're watching these sitcoms. But yeah, no, we watch them all. And we watch them from episode 1 all the way through. So we might watch like 2 episodes of the Cosby Show, you know, for dinner tonight, and then we watch 2 the next night or whatever. So we do that every single day, and we're just working our way through. So if you have a sitcom that we probably haven't watched, but I think the ones you just mentioned we've already watched, yeah, Bernie Mac, Everyone Hates Chris, Cosby Show, Family Matters. We're still working on Martin. We're almost finished with that. Yeah, there's others. So that's what we do. Have you guys ever been on Carnival Horizon? We are actually booked on, and first off, welcome in, Martha. I think that's a new name for us. Welcome in. We will be on Carnival Horizon in July. We will be on Carnival Horizon in July, and this will be for, if you guys follow Veronica Life with V, she has a group cruise. We will be on her group cruise in July. So we will be on Carnival Horizon. We were booked Carnival Horizon for spring break, but we changed it to Carnival Panorama. So we could be on her group cruise, and I didn't want to double up on ships. Mom Doc Travel says Carnival is the only major cruise line we have yet to sail with. Which ship would you recommend we start with? Oh, wow. I personally recommend, like, when I get new clients, new cruisers, or new to Carnival, I say Carnival Sunrise, because I feel like that ship is a medium-sized ship. It has a lot of things to offer. It's not too old. It's not new. It's a nice price. The price on Carnival Sunrise is really nice. But you can't go wrong with the XL class ship. So Carnival Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, Carnival Jubilee, which set sail here in a couple of weeks. Any of those ships it's gonna be wonderful. Horizon is good. Carnival Vista. Any of the newer ships. We were on Carnival Elation, which is one of the oldest in the fleet, and then we're booked on Carnival Paradise later on. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend those, because if you've cruised on other cruise lines and you're used to having multiple places to eat, you're not going to get that on those fantasy class ships like Elation and Paradise. You're just having pretty much the buffet and the main dining room. So yeah, I would say just try Celebration. We love Celebration. We love Mardi Gras. We haven't been on Jubilee. We will get on Jubilee at some point, but yeah, any of those ships are great. Kelly says family is always first, and you should never have to answer to anyone about what you do with your family. Right. And I don't feel the need to answer, but I also, again, I try to think that people are really just inquiring because they really just curious to know, like, how do you do that? And I try to share like how we do what we do. Because our ultimate goal is to encourage more families to travel, more families to do some of these things. So I have no problem sharing how we're able to budget out. You know, we book in advance and we make monthly payments on each cruise. You know, how we budget things out, how we save money by doing third-party excursions, or how we book itineraries based on the port, because we know this port, we don't have to spend any money because, you know, it's a beach day or whatever the case may be. So I try to share those things to encourage more families to get out and travel and not feel like, you know, you can't do it, you can't afford it. Let's see here. On the Go says, love Martin. Yeah, there's a couple questionable things in there, but you know, it's never too early to have those conversations. Welcome in, Angel. Thanks for being here from on board Carnival Spirit, I believe. I hope you guys are having a great time. Make sure you watch A Different World. It is on the list. A different world is definitely on the list. Good evening, everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. Fuller Life Now says the fact that you guys spend quality family time together is wonderful. It's hard to get your kids to spend time with parents when they get older. Yeah, yeah. And it is. I'm thankful that our kids are still at that age. Like Drew will probably always be with us. I just, yeah, we're enjoying it while we can. And I think even like once like Dyson goes off to college and he's gone, I think he'll come back and we'll sit and watch sitcoms together, or we'll, be cruising all the time. And so, we just want to, make things count. Like I said, I lost my parents early, and I want to make sure that they have some of the experiences that I didn't have for that reason. But on the Go Yellow says, anyone on Jubilee's inaugural? We were booked. We canceled it because of the flight costs. So yeah, I don't know of anyone on the inaugural sailing because it changed. It was originally for Thanksgiving and then it changed to Christmas. So I don't know of anyone in the on the inaugural, but there's probably plenty of people in there. And I think it was tough because it's Christmas and not everyone wants to cruise on Christmas Day. But if whoever's on board, have a great time. And don't forget about the Jeffersons, Different Strokes, and Good Times. We have watched some Good Times. We have not done the Jeffersons or Different Strokes. I mean, I've seen all those shows, but they haven't. So we'll add all those to the list. Miss Penny, you make Carnival so attractive. I gave up on Carnival in 2010. My daughter calls it the soul plane of the seas. I know that movie. Because of you, we are going to try it again. Yeah, give them another try. Give them another try. Try a different ship. Try a different class of ship. The XL class is really nice. I love them. Miss Brie Bristol says, I'll be on Jubilee at the end of January. You're just cruising. You'll be on Jubilee. You're on NCL. That's awesome. We'll have a great time. I didn't know at that time. I saw it after I got home. What are you referring to, Dive Kyle? Don't forget about What's Happening. Yes, that's a good one. And we're laughing at Soul Plane. That's actually, I might have to put Soul Plane in rotation. That movie's hilarious. All right, let me go to Facebook, guys. I had to get ready to end. This has been a nice chat because it sounds like Ron and Andrew are back from basketball. All right, looks like I got through all the comments on Facebook. But yeah, so we have a few things coming up. We do have our Vlogmas will start tomorrow, guys. I'm struggling with Vlogmas again this year. And I told myself I wasn't, but I think I've gotten so busy with wave season that I have not put as much attention into Vlogmas. If you guys don't know Vlogmas, a lot of cruise vloggers or content creators across all different areas post videos every day in December for Vlogmas. Tried it last year, did most of the days, but didn't finish. I had every intention to do it this year. We decided to do just either 10 or 12 days of Christmas. To kind of give you guys like some behind the scenes of things that we do as a family, things outside of cruising. So some of that will start rolling out, I think tomorrow or the next day. So kind of stay tuned for that. Carnival Magic series will start rolling out on Friday for TGI Friday. And guys, hint the TGI Friday. That's where it comes from because we watch sitcoms as a family. That's why our Friday premieres are called TGI Fridays. Because I remember as a kid, TGI Fridays was a time as a family we would come together. We would watch, some of the shows that were out at the time when they would premiere on Fridays. So that's where our TGI Fridays comes from, if you're curious. Travel Vibes with Angel says, yes, Carnival Spirit, we're having a blast. 8 days with my Paris. Your Paris needs to get TikTok. If she's on TikTok, please drop her link. Guys, if you're not following Travel Vibes with Angel, and I don't think I've ever seen you two together, they did a live, Angel and her daughter Paris, they're currently about to cruise on Carnival Spirit. And guys, I don't even know what I was doing. I was on YouTube, and me and my husband were making our coffee, and I said, oh, she's live. Let me click on and see what she's doing. It was the most hilarious. Her daughter is so animated and so funny. They were talking about their adventures catching the Greyhound bus to get to the cruise port and all of the things that happened leading up to them getting on the ship a couple days ago. It was hilarious. So yeah, she needs a YouTube channel, TikTok. She needs something because she's a comedian and she had us just cracking up. But yeah, you guys are just alike. I love it. Cassine says, I'm taking my mom on a cruise for her 80th birthday. I want to go on Mardi Gras, but after seeing this and I'm changing my mind. Yes, well, happy birthday to your mom. 80 is amazing. I would say, and thanks for being a channel member as well, Christine. But I would say, yeah, I would probably 80 years old. I would probably go over. I would probably do Ascent over Mardi Gras as well. Mardi Gras is amazing, but Ascent was even more amazing. Liam's having fun says, I don't see decorations up behind you. Oh yeah, this is my office. So my office is very, you're only going to see that. But there's decorations out in the living room, in the front room, and outside. We have 2 trees up in the house. We have lights up on the house. So there's decorations, just not in my office. Actually, I do have decorations in my office. Let's see if I can pull this out. A little tree. It's tacky. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. And then I have a candle. But yeah, decorations, not in my office. I love watching TGI Friday. Pierce is usually on my other channel, Angels. I think I can. I'll have to, because I feel like I don't ever have enough time anymore to watch YouTube. I'm going to have to really get caught up. Did you say mother of 7? What? Oh, no, not mother of 7. I'm not a mother of 7. I'm a mother of 3. That's it. I'm a mother of 7. Mother of 3. Andrew, Dice, and Joe. Never, ever would I be a mother of 7. I keep telling Paris she's a natural, needs to start something. People will love her. Yeah, she's truly a natural. Like I don't think I've come across someone that just like, we were like literally crying watching, just like even her expression. Like, yeah, you got to get her into comedy, get her to acting. She's going to be something great. Like you just sense it. And she is naturally funny. Like I can tell that. And you guys just kind of vibe and connect so well as mother-daughter. And I mean, we sat and watched it, and it was the funniest thing we've seen. And it's not funny in a bad way. Like she's gonna be great. But yes, Liam's having fun. Yes, I have 7 kids. Oh yes, Angel. Yes. Did I skip that comment? Oh, I'm a mother of 7 and love to know each of their interests. Absolutely. That's why I cruise individually with each kid. Oh, they're not watching my live stream. So since you guys are sticking around, there's 51 of you guys here. I'm just going to share with you that we do have another cruise booked, actually. And I'm saying this because you guys know I try to do 1 cruise each year with every kid. I did do, what did I do with Dyson? I did, oh my gosh, what ship did I get on with Dyson this year? Liberty of the Seas with Dyson. In January, I did MSC Seaside with Andrew. Jill Marie and I are getting on Margaritaville at sea. So I'll just share that. We're getting on there. She has no clue. So we're going to make a 3-day mother-daughter weekend in Florida, and we're going to just hop on just to give it a try. So that will be happening this weekend. So stay tuned for that. I'm sharing with you guys because you guys stuck around for this live stream. So I do appreciate that. So make sure you have your notification bell on because we will be sharing that. She has no clue. I was trying to find something else to do, but everything is sold out at this point. I mean, it's completely sold out. So that's what's happening. But let's see here. On the guest says 1 was enough. Fainting. Hats off to Angel. Yes, hats off to you, Angel. Please let me know how that is. Educators do have a deal. They do have a deal, but that deal is a little, yeah, that deal isn't as good as it seems because you still have to pay the taxes and fees, and sometimes they have a cheaper deal at the time. Miss Brie Brizzle says, oh, that would be fun. Yeah, she has not a clue. My mom was watching you the other day. She's from Chicago. She asked where you're from. She could catch your accent. She loved watching your Celebrity Ascent and Virgin Voyages vlogs. Well, thank you so much. I'm actually not from Chicago. You said your mom's from Chicago. I'm actually from down south. I'm from Florida, from Jacksonville, but lived here in Ohio for the last 12, 13 years. But yeah, Ron's asking, did I cook? Yeah, you already ate too. So guys, on that note, I appreciate you guys sticking out an hour and 40 minutes for a live stream. Normally we only go an hour. We will go live again for Chit Chat Tuesday before the end of the year. I think it's going to be right after Christmas. I think on the 26th. Yeah. 2 weeks from today. So on the 26th, we'll go live. So if I don't see you or don't talk to you guys, have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of that. if we don't catch you guys. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those stations. We do post. I've been posting every single day, so check those out. We will have, I told her Jacksonville and moved to Ohio. Yep, from Jacksonville. It's been fun. Bye. Thank you so much, Liam. Thank you. Thank you, Yolo. Rachel, thank you so much. But yeah, so we'll have some Vlogmas coming out. I can't promise you that it'll be 10 to 12 days, but we'll have some Vlogmas popping up starting either tomorrow or what's today? Or Thursday. And then we have TGI Friday on Friday with Carnival Magic starting off. So appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I know Ron wasn't here for this live stream, but we'll be back at it in 2 weeks. And set your notifications on because we'll have some things coming up here this weekend. And yeah, have a happy holidays. Thanks, guys.